Okay, so maybe all of their classmates are already here. Hmm. Okay, guys. Again, good morning. So, sorry for a while, guys, ha, nga wala jud ko kakuan sa atong discussions gyud kay quite busy in my schedule. So, um, mag-kuha na mag-start. So, allow me to share my screen. So, klaro na ba akong screen, guys? Hello? Klaro na
Claro
ang
ka sa
screen?
teacher.
Klaro na? Okay. So, wait for a while. I'm opening my Android Studio. Okay. So, klaro na. Clear na siya, guys, no? So,
Yes, sir.
last time, so we end our topic here in the project. So, we already created, not this one. This is the, oh, ba na? Imo. Moment game, okay? So I forgot. No, this is not the project. Mm, this one, sample. Okay, so mao ni siya. Katong mo last time. Okay? So last meeting or last time, so we already have our discussion about the login activity. So once we have the particular user and password, so we can log in our account. Okay. So, but in this particular login, so we are using a static login. So, therefore, here we're not yet making the login, and that is from a particular storage, or for example, we have it in a database. Okay. So, how can we create such thing in order to make this particular project more um, flexible or make it more robust instead of only having a static login? Okay. So in order to do that, so we have some technologies we can use in order to make login credentials. So not only login, but also storing our data in our database. Okay. So we can do it offline or we can do it online. So it depends on the requirements. Okay, but for this particular discussion, guys, so we'll approach the online approach. Okay. So, but before we go to the online approach, so I'm just explaining what are those technologies we can use in order to make this login activity works. Okay. So first, we will use the particular class. Okay. So name shared preferences. So, sama siyang gitawag nito shared preferences. Okay? So, if you say shared preferences, so this is a class from, or this is an interface class from Android, so which you can use it to store your data, or for example, you have a data from a particular system, so you can use this to store your data. Okay, so you can apply the particular login strings here. So we have different methods we can implement in order to make login for the application. Okay, so this is the first one we can use in order to make a login function or login interaction with our application. Second is we have the SQLite. Okay. So SQLite is also an offline version. So we can not only save it locally, but we can also use it to make um, storage for the data we have. Okay? So, pwede na to gamito ning SQLite for saving our data. Okay? So, pwede na to magamit ang SQLite database for that manner. Okay? So, if we use SQLite database, so it's the same with an SQL or MySQL, for example, that manages offline. Okay, so therefore your data here will be saved in your device. So na dito mismo sa device ang imuhang database. Okay, so that's the second way we can store our data locally. Okay. So option for example for login. So if you want to make an offline example or an online at the same time, so you can use SQLite for that to store the login credentials to your SQLite database in that application. Okay, so there, in short, we can make a cache capability or cache coherency for the application in order to make it more robust and flexible. So, especially if the device is having an internet limitation, then you can use the SQLite database to store your data. Okay, locally. And then once it will be online, then you can fetch that data from your SQLite database. You can fetch that going to your cloud to store it online or in the cloud. Okay. And then the third one, which is we use, is we have the Firebase. Okay, so none of my ideas of Firebase, guys. Nakagamit na mga nino? Hello?
Na ay uban nakagamit, sir.
So nanay uban naka-use na sa Firebase. So at least you have a background na sa Firebase. So dili na kayo lisod i-explain. Okay? So sa man siyang Firebase. So just kuan lang, glimpse lang sa katong mga wala pa idea. So Firebase is an application development platform that helps us to grow and build our apps, and not only apps but also games user for love. Okay, so it is backed end by Google, and also we can use it to store our data, not only storing our data, but also files and also other things we can incorporate with this platform. Okay, so Firebase is a freemium type nga platform, so therefore you can use it freely, having a limitation. But if you want to make more adjustments to the platform, then you need to subscribe or you need to purchase the particular functionality or the particular functions that you required in your project. Okay? So that's how Firebase works. Okay, so sir, how can we set up our Firebase? Okay, so first things first, so we need to have our Google account. Okay, so dapat nakasync in na siya imong Google account to that browser para mas dali ra nimo ma-access ang imuhang Firebase platform. Okay? So once you have here your Firebase platform, so you just go to your console. So the link here is firebase.google.com. Okay? So do not forget that link. So that is your link for your Firebase. So we'll go to your console. So once you will have your console here, so you can create your project. So in this case here, I have much project in this particular uh, Google account because this is used for discussion. So that's why I have here several projects that are being used or being created. So, for example, if you want to create a new project, so you just add a project and then here you need to add the project name. So, it depends on what will be the project name that you have in your mobile app you develop. So, for example, tawag ko lang ni siya na ako o um, sa minindot, banking system. So, tawag ko lang nato siya o banking system. Okay? So, tago 2024. Okay, 2024. So as you can see here, so you have your project name. So, but here in your project, so we have reached the project limit. So therefore, we cannot create anymore this project due to the limitation of Firebase. So if you have more projects developed, then you need to increase the Firebase projects that you want to develop in that particular Google account. Okay. So therefore here we need to delete first some projects. Okay. Because it's already full naman. So maybe I'll just delete this one or not that one lang. Siguro I will be using still this system pa man. Maybe this one. So I will be deleting this project. So we go to project settings and then we delete the project and then disable all APIs and then delete all. So once deleted, so we'll delete another project. So I don't need this also. So we'll go to project settings again and then delete, check all requirements, then delete. So we'll delete this particular mga uh, existing projects that talk about monitoring because it's already done. Delete this one also. And then this one also will delete this. Okay, maybe that's the can I put at wala ni siya i-delete? Okay. Paano ni siya? Okay. So by the way guys ha, wala ko ka-record ani kay um kuhaan ko sa recording. Okay? So, just listen properly lang yun diri dapita kay wala ko ka-record anyway. Okay? So, delete lang sa ninato. So, maybe that's the one lang siguro. So this, when share and delete. Okay. So, also this one. So, that's it. So, now we create our project. So, first things first here. So, so, so I already have kuan, ano man siya. Maybe I'll request na siguro, no? Try na ko request. So, free lang. 20 lang siguro, no? Projects. Okay. And so I need Kwanzaa. Again, delete other projects here. Ay puno siya. And tigit so maybe this. Try na ko. Okay. So, kanina siguro kung ano i-delete. Try na to kung tuloy lang ka buok ha. Kung pwede ba siya maka-create. So, limit yapon ko. So, mag-delete na lang ko sa tanan. Projects. So, try na ko doon ka buok. Oy, still rich yapon. Ano man ni siya. Delete na lang ni nakatanan. Since I have already the backups with Landic. So, create ano mag-apon siya mo limit. There's a project limit man sa account. So, maybe I'll switch na lang siguro another account para makakuhan ko sa Firebase. So, I'll be using another Google account lang. Maybe it will remove the restriction for creating project. So, here we have the kuhan lang. So, butangan lang siya nato kuan guys, underscore kay since we cannot have kuan man. Okay, so we cannot use underscore. Wala spacing na lang. So, kana lang na. So, confirm, then continue, and then we'll turn on the analytics lang for this project. Continue, and then I will select my account here for Firebase. And then now we can create the project. Okay? So once na kuha na ni siya guys, na active na ni siya karon. So just wait for a while lang. Okay, so now your project is ready to use. So now we can continue here. So once we can use it, so we have different categories for the platform. So here we have the authentication. So authentication, this is used for authentication. Okay. So you have here, for example, if you want to watch the authentication in Firebase, so you can watch it. So if you want to know the documentation, so you can also open the documentation for the authentication. Okay. So you have here the authentication solution, which is named drop-in authentication. So in terms of authentications, it can be applied in iOS, Android, and web. So therefore, you can integrate your authentication mechanism in these platforms. So especially if you have your Android, or you can use your web pages or website, you can use the Firebase to have authentication. Then here, these are the SDK authentication applied for Firebase. So we have the email and password-based authentication. So we have also the federated identity provider integration authentication. So using Google, Apple, Facebook, Twitter, GitHub accounts. Okay. Also, you can use the phone number authentication, for example, phone number, cell phone number. Then you can also add a custom authentication system integration. So, especially if you want to apply other accounts, so you can use the custom authentication, especially for um, institution you want to customize that this particular account only or this particular URL will be accepted to the login. So other than that, so it will be restricted. Then you can also have an anonymous authentication, which means here you can only or you have default authentication, which is kuan, no password. Okay? So kuan siya, anonymous ang imuhang authentication. Okay? So you can do all of them. Okay, authentication using Firebase. So that's why it is very powerful because we can use this to have authentication. Okay, so these are the authentication for identity platform. So these are the features. So we can apply multi-factor authentication here in Firebase. So nag-advantage guys, pwede na ta apply multiple factor authentication. So dili lang usa ka ah, credential ang imong required. So pwede ta multiple requirements. Then nasa tayo blocking functions. For example, if that user will make or violate your app, so pwede siya nimo ma-block na email. Or for example, kanang account. So pwede siya mo block. Then also you can have the audit logging. So therefore makita nimo ang activities or logs sa imong app kung kisay mga nag-login. Then also we have the automatic clean up of uh, anonymous users. So for example, once uh, nagamit to siya o anonymous, then after several days, mostly 30 days, after that anonymous account is created, it will be automatically deleted by the Firebase. So dako gyud siya advantage guys when we use the Firebase for this project. Okay? So again, we can apply it in iOS, Android, Flutter, Web, C++, Unity, Admin. So therefore, here these platforms also are capable of using the Firebase. Dili lang kay kini nga mga kuan guys ha. So napa na siya daghan. So napang React ani kay since this is web man so therefore React, Next.js pwede po nato magamit dinhi or pwede ta makagamit sa Firebase for those platforms. Okay? So mo na siya sa authentication. So next we have the real-time database here. So the real-time database from terms of real-time, it means that you can store your data in real time. So once it will be, for example, you will insert data to your Firebase platform. So it is uploaded from your mobile going to your cloud, and then it will be real time. So depends on the connectivity. So once if you have faster connectivity, then it can be accessed in real time. So you can insert real time and also you can um, insert, update, delete real time. Okay? Sa imong real time database. Then there is a Firestore, guys. This is advanced for real time database because we can not only manage data in one query, but also we can make multiple queries. Okay? So, naka-difference lang sa Firestore o sa real-time database is sa Firestore, it is in a query manner. Okay? Query-based system or query-based siya nga storage. While kuwarita sa real-time database, it is in node-based ang iyang storage. So therefore, naka-nodes ang imuhang data. So in JSON format siya. Therefore, umingon taog real-time database. So dili siya typical nga relational database ang inyong Firebase. Okay? So di siya pareha nana. So node-based siya. So by nodes. Okay? Ang imuhang name sa imuhang mga tables. So you have it by hierarchy. Okay? So we'll have that later na sa tong discussion. So for now, how can we perform, sir, our authentication? So first, in our list, so we need to active the authentication. So in order to do that, so we go to the authentication, field authentication, then get started. So once we get started, so we need to provide the sign-in providers we want to use. So we have the email password. We can also provide other providers like Google, Facebook. Okay. So for this example, we'll just use email password for this. So I will turn on, enable the email password. So this one here, I will not click this because I will not enable because we need a passwordless sign in if you want to provide email link. But since I have my login Wandere XML file sa to mobile, so I'll just disable this and then save. And then once you have your sign-in providers, so you can apply again multi-factor authentication. But here you need to upgrade the Firebase in order to enable the multi-factor authentication. Okay, so therefore here, if we upgrade it, so we need to make our plan from Spark to Blaze. So Spark here is the plans dato. Okay, for example, so you can have your upgrades and then once upgraded, so pwede na nimo siya i-upgrade. So next lang nato and then here you have your um, data customization. So from Spark to Blaze. So ang Spark is the free version sa platform. Ang Blaze maoy naibayad. Okay? So, dili lang ta mo bayad. Okay. Dili lang nato siya i-update ang ato ang plan. So, narata diri. So, makita man sa natong plan diri sa kinaubsan, guys. Currently, we are Spark. So, kung marita sa upgrade, so, magkuhan ka sa Blaze, and then you will see the plan. So, kung imong i-open ang plan, so, ano siya ang imong mga bayro noon. For example, for Firestore, so, ano siya ang imuhang bayran. Okay? So, dere like, ari ka dere sa kuan, cloud storage, so 0.026 per gigabyte. Ari ka sa hosting, so 0.26 per gigabyte. So, you have your machine learning, real-time database here. So, man itong storage, nato 1 GB. So, dere kay $5 per GB. Then, 200K database ato na store kung arita sa Blaze. Then, mao ni siya nga to ang mga available plots. Okay? So again, diri lang ta sa to ang Spark lang kay di man kay ta mo kuan pa mo touchdown og mga advanced features. So we just have the Spark plan, and then once this one is now done, so we can add another provider. For example, if you want to add Google provider, so you can add that and then enable this. And then you need to configure this project level setting. Okay. So you need an email here. And then once you're done, you can provide some aliases here if you like to make kuan nimo. And then here you need to configure the web SDK. So kini for web SDK ni siya. And then this one here para sa imong project level. Then save ra na siya nimo. So once saved na nimo guys, so we'll just wait lang. So here, so once naka-save na ta or naka-add na ta sa itong provider, so we have two providers here. So we have the email, password, and Google. So sa pagkakaroon, ato lang sang implement ang email password na provider. Okay? So sir, how can we now integrate this sa tong Firebase? Okay, na ma-connect na ni siya dinhi sa tuang mobile app. Okay? So to sync this particular Firebase na to the mobile app na to. So first things first is we need to go to our project settings. So in our project settings here, as you can see, we don't have any sync app yet to this project. So therefore, we need to make a sync para sa toang project. So since here sa tong project is Android project, so we need to click this Android. And then here we need to register the app based on the Android package name. So as you can see here in our package name, so this is com.sample. So therefore, that will be the package name that you will add to this register app. So com.sample. Okay? And then here, what will be the project name? So tawag ko na siya na to. Okay? So, muna siya. Ato ang optional na siya nga nickname guys, but pwede rin na nato i-add na lang nako. Okay? And then here we need this debugging signing certificate, which is an optional also, but since we add man sa to authentication, nga naman tayo Google sign in, and also we have email and password. So therefore we need this SHA1 certificate. Okay? So, question, sir. Asa na namo kwaon ang SHA1 certificate? How can we get that certificate in the first place? That particular code. Okay? So, para makuha ni natong nga code, guys, kini siya nga SHA1, we go to our mobile app. Okay? And then here, sa to mobile app, so we go to the Gradle. So, nana siya sa right side. So, i-navigate niyo diha sa Gradle. Click mo yung Gradle. And then once you click that Gradle here, you need to type the command. So, inyo nang execute ang Gradle task here. So, what will be that Gradle task na may answer or that command? So, type na to para makuha ni siya. Type ta sa Gradle task name signing report. Okay? So, mo ni siya guys ang ato ang i-type nga command. So, para maka-retrieve ta sa to ang SHA-1 and SHA-256. So, once you build that here, so as you can see, it will create the signing report, which gives the SHA-1 and SHA-256 authentication. And also we have the alias of the particular project and the MD5, okay, nga certificate. So here we only required the SHA-1 first. So we'll just copy here. So by the way, guys, this two SHA certificate codes here, or this encryption code is based on the system. So therefore, once you create your another project, so you can use the same this SHA-1 and SHA-256 certificate code to your future projects. If, for example, that project is in the system, so therefore, every system you create or you install the Android Studio has its own SHA-1 and SHA-256 certificate code. Okay? So here we need to copy that and then we register. So once registered here, so second thing is you need to download and then add the configured file. This one. So you need to download this Google Service JSON. And then again, you need now to place this file to your project view. Okay? So sa project view nimo, ibutang daw na siya nimo sa app folder. So kung tanaw na to sa picture, so na siya sa app folder. So ibutang na nato ni siyang Google Settings JSON nato to this folder. Okay? So, but for now, I will not download yet because I will add the 256 certificate. Okay, so next na sa ta. And then once done, here you need to add this dependency sa imuhang mobile app. So you need to add the dependency for the Google services in the plugins, okay, root level. And then here you need to add the Google services also sa imong module nga build module, and then also the dependency for your Firebase. Okay? And then if you have other Firebase mechanisms that you want to add, then you need to add those Firebase dependencies in your project. Okay? And then once done, you go next. Okay? So it will continue. Okay, so once here, so you're now sync the mobile app here, and then you have here the SHA certificate. So I will add another fingerprint here for the 256. So this one here. So we'll add this code to that project in order to make more encrypted sa itong project. So dili siya basta-basta ma-access because you have both uh, the private key encryption, SHA-1, and SHA-256 encryption sa imong project. So therefore, you cannot directly access the project without the permission or without these two certificate codes or encryption codes. Okay? So once we're done here, so we can now download the Google Setting Services JSON file na to. And then we, again, navigate this. particular file. So we just need to cut it and then we can paste it here. So we can, for example, open lang sa tong Explorer. So we can go to Explorer. So Explorer, where's that Explorer term? Okay, open in Explorer. And then here sa tong app, ibutang daw nato diri ang katong nga file. So Google Settings JSON. Okay? So once we're done, so it is added now. So this project here, your mobile app project and your this project sa itong Firebase are now synced together. So connected na siya to one another ang imuhang project. Okay? So we need to switch here to build because we don't need the signing report because we already have the particular uh, SHA 1 and 256. And then also here, we need to go back to our app because we need to execute it once we're done having the particular project. Okay? So now we can now integrate the Firebase dire sa tuang project. So pwede na to siya alita sa tuang Firebase tool. So we can use here the uh, not the SDK, not this one. Where's that one? Yeah, I need required. So tools, then Firebase. Okay. So here, natay assistance for the Firebase. For example, we use it for authentication. So, pakita na itong authentication. So, authentication using not Facebook custom authentication system. So this one here. So first, so connected na siya. So may na to nga connected ang ato ang Firebase o ang ato ang project nga app. So paano siya nga connected. So nakasync na siya guys. So naka-indicate na gini nga connected in here. So therefore your project, your mobile project and your Firebase project here are now connected. Okay? So, kuha na siya kuha na to. Then, once connected na siya, so next na to, i-add na to ang SDK. So, add ni na to nga rule dito sa itong build Gradle project level. Okay? So, ito ni siyang i-add. I-copy na to. Okay, so sa project level, so i-add na to, accept changes. So, automatically na siya ma-add. Dini sa to ang build Gradle. So, kini nga dependency o kini nga build Gradle services. So, na siya diri. Add na siya. Okay, so once it will be added, so it will be downloaded that requirement dependency na to diri sa to ang project. Okay, so once we add it, so we just make it download. So now, check na with dependency are now set up correctly. Okay? So next thing na to guys is we need to go to our Firebase project server keys. So no need na to kaya naka-add naman ta og server keys. So kung wala pa, pwede na sali mo na siya. Add to sa mong Firebase. Okay, project. So ato punta sa project settings. Okay, and then here we have the service accounts. So here we have the database secrets. So dali guys sa database secrets na to. So mo ni siya to ang secret key if you have a custom database authentication token. So currently here, this is only updated or it is only used for legacy Firebase token generator. Okay? So, kung arita sa ato ang admin SDK, so mo niya to ang kinahanglanon i-add. So, for example, sa Java, so we just add this code sa to ang configuration. Okay? So, mo na siya to ang kinahanglanon nga service key sa to. Okay? So, but for this, so pwede na to ma-generate ang private key na to. Ato lang i-generate. Generate key. So this here, this JSON file will be generated. So mo na siya imuhang secret key. Then imo na siyang i-add sa imuhang project. Okay? So but for now, we'll not use that secret key sa tuang project. So we will make it lang kay since encrypted naman sa na siya kay naman sa tay certificate fingerprints na na-add sa tuang project. Okay? So once we're done in that part, so next thing na to is we need to go down sa to ang on create. So on create na to, i-add down ni nato nga Firebase authentication object. So copy nato na siya, butang nato sa to ang code sa to login activity. So this particular authentication. So we need to add this because we need to import. Okay. So we will check first our dependency kung naana ba tayo dependency for Firebase. So as you can see here, we don't have yet the dependency for the Firebase. So therefore, ato siyang i-add atong dependency. So we'll make lang a Firebase dependency. Diring kuan plugins na to. Okay. So first here, so we will implementation of Firebase. Okay, that authentication. So pangitan na itong authentication, Firebase authentication. So kini siya. So you have the Firebase authentication and you have also Firebase KTX authentication. So for that here, so we will use lang kining KTX authentication. So also we'll implement lang so database, Firebase database. So check na to kung na by Firebase real-time database. So apila sa nato ning common lang pod authentication common ini anang tanang authentications guys add na nato documentation Firebase that authentication. So tanang makita niyo authentication nga kuan i-add ninyo siya para dili mo ma-conflict. So common man na authentication implementation. So no need na ni nato kailan mo siya sa common. Okay, so na to. Then here we'll add that Firebase database KTX. Okay, then implementation Firebase that database. Okay, Firebase database. So i-add sa taning common kining boom o common sa nato de. Gawa na tumad ang boom ug ang common na Firebase plugins. So add the boom declaration din na. Implementation Not common. Common. Okay? Then, katong Firebase database, Firebase.database. Okay. So, nara ang auth nga kuan. So, ato lang yung pangmamasang QTX guys, kay QTX for kuan man na siya, Kotlin. So, ato tong gamiton nga authentications. Authentication, brings that off. So, pili. So, manage siya ito ang gi-add nato na Firebase implementation. And then once done, so sync na nato siya. So just wait lang to date. On dependency. Okay, so once done, so pwede na nato ni siya ma-add ni nga import class. Okay? So import na siya ang kining Firebase authentication. Okay? So next thing na to, so we initialize the instance. So you see here the instance, ibutang na nato siya sa tuang on create. After this, initializing the authentication. And then after that here, so we can add the current user, then update UI current user here. But currently, we don't have yet the current user, so therefore we skip this one. Kaya wala man tani nga method getting update UI. Okay? So once here, you can now complete that here with your authentication. So once here in our submit button, so therefore we can use this. So we have our M authentication command that add. So, di ba, add authentication statement pa. So, dili na ma-auto kinanglan. We need the email password. So, sign in with email and password. So, kini atong gamiton nga method. Kay mo time in or sign in man ta with email password. So, here, duhay requirements. So, we'll have the two arguments here, username and password. So we have here the user, and then second will be the password as strings, and then we extend it that what will be the complete listener. So you need to complete it. So therefore, we use add on complete listener event nga implementation because we need to implement if it is complete. So, kung sakto yung username password nga implement, then you need to complete that task. So, we use add on complete listener. Okay. So, here inside of this, so we create a new, okay, on complete listener task. Okay, which is the on complete nga event. Okay? So, muna siya to ang on complete. So, therefore, here we need, we have a task here. So, which requires if the task is successful, then you can go, else you can make the uh, authentication. So, therefore, here, I will just copy. So implementing if condition. So if task that is successful, so it means that your have correctly entered your username password credentials, and then that username password is exist in your authentication Firebase platform, then it will perform something. So if true here, so we'll just copy this instance, we paste it here to that manner, or no, say akong ipisan, sorry. So dere sa to ang if task is successful, then we need to make this. So else, then else kini siya to ang toast message. Okay? So pwede na ni nato i-remove na ni nato siya because we don't need this one anymore. Okay, but here as you can see, ni error ang ato ang toast message. Yeah, toast because this here is not part of the okay? So nabalik na ba tanan? Okay na ta? So again, sorry for that disruption guys due to the kuan time na sa to ang Google or sa to ang Google Meet. So mo na nag-create ta og new Meet account or meeting. Okay? So again here, asa lagay ko last guys? Hello? Light out. Okay. So, dito na end sa to ang discussion with the toast message na to nga ni error sa this na to. Because this particular toast message, it requires here a context. So, since we connect it in our authentication in the Firebase, so therefore that context to this particular M authentication is not anymore this because we need particular contents. So instead of this, we can get the application context method to retrieve that particular context. So instead of this keyword we use for the context, we use the get application context to retrieve the context for this particular application. Okay? So now the error is uh, not Kwana anymore. Okay? And then here you can call the sign out, for example. So pwede na siya na to tawgon o another method rin sa to ang kuan. So we can call our callback nga asa na to sign out. So mostly destroy. So on destroy. So if on destroy or on stop, pwede sa. So maybe on stop lang siguro, nato. So if on stop, so call back, then we can sign up our authentication. Okay? So once we're done, so we can now start execution. So before we continue, mag-add sa tawag email sa to ang authentication. Okay? Add sa tawag user. For example, provided lang nga user, ingno na to admin. So ingno na to admin.com. Admin dot lang cd.com. Password na to. So password na to og nga password. Then add user. So once we add that, so this is the user UID of this user, admin. Okay? So we try this. So using the emulator as our execution file for the project. So emulator na akong gamiton kay wala man ta sa actual. So gamit lang tag emulator for this. So just wait for build. Oops, there's an error here. Dashboard. So view username, view password is not anymore available. So what's happened to this? So then also to sa dashboard. Nato, dashboard. So kini siya may nawagtang. Okay. So ko ba itong ID? Include navigation view. So na siyang kitan. Okay. Navigation view. Yun naman. Oh, okay na. Itong IDs. Manawag tang ID para ana. So we need to find that one. Menus. Dili siya menu. Now we just balance sa commenting this lang. We'll find out where's that one. Okay. So there's a fixed dependency class found. So at the same one guys, kay say magawas ni siyang inani. Basta double ang imuhang gamit nga dependency. So check na to dere. Authentication, kasi nag-cost. Authentication o ang common. So, ato ni siyang i-comment lang sa ang common. Authentication kay nag-duplicate. So, try na to execute. So, manggawas kito may nato guys. So, depende na siya sa yung dependency. So, sometimes ma-duplicate ang inyong implementation, especially kung kana nga dependency have both the classes. So, mo to siyang, mo error to siya. Okay? So, nag-conflict ang imong authentication nga implementation nga dependency o kining Firebase authentication nimo nga dependency. So, that's why we need to comment this one because natay conflict. So, as you can see here, so, paano siya? Operational na siya. So, here we have our username. So, admin.com. And then password. So, I want to. So, we submit. So, username, password is incorrect. So, try again. So, check na to balik. Why is it conflict? Siya wrong. So, authentication, correct man. Ato ang task. So, dapat mo dito siya ni Okay? So, ato sa ikuan ha, check sa nagpalit kung sakto ba atong task, successful. Okay. So, ato lang i-convert ni to lambda expression. Mas dali na to makuan. So, task is successful. Oh, sorry. Anong 1, 2, 3 format? So, 1, 2, 3 naman dito sa 1 na to. So, submit. So, try again. What happened? Oh, no. Sa'yo pa to ang username. Anong admin man? So, CTU. So, now, correct password. So, nanata diri sa to ang kining ato sample. Okay? Nakuha? Nakuha na ba, guys? Hello? Nakuha na? Anyone? Question so far?
Wala na.
And so far, sir.
So, nakuha na ha? Lapita sa authentication?
Yes, sir. Kuwara,
Okay.
sir.
Sige. So, since no question so far, so we will end up lang sa to ang discussion for this. Okay, then on Thursday, we will continue this project. So, we will now use the kuana na to. Kinidadayo na to ang real-time database. Okay? So, unsaon na to pag-store ang ato ang data o unsaon po na to pag-store og atong user. For example, mag-create o sa login, mag-create dito og user. So, ato po to siyang i-implement. For example, mag-register and then mag-register, ma-add siya diri sa tuang email or diri sa tuang user. Okay? And then also, after this, so magkuha na rin ta, mag-save ta sa tong data diri sa tuang Firebase. Kini siya. So, saan na siya paggamit o saan na to pag-store. Saan na to pag-insert, pag-update o pag-delete sa tuang data nga nasa tuang Firebase platform. Okay. So that's it for today's discussion. So thank you so much for listening, guys. And class dismiss. Okay? Bye, everyone.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. God bless.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.